Alright guys, so today we're going to be talking about the Call of Duty multiplayer reveal event, and specifically the event. We'll touch the trailer a little bit, but I really want to talk about the actual event and all the things they said that I think are really interesting, I guess you could say. So, the trailer and all looks great, and everything that we're talking about here today has to do with multiplayer. Alright, so if I end up saying this looks terrible, just keep in mind that does not relate to the campaign. Alright, so the multiplayer, it looks like regular Call of Duty multiplayer. I mean, it doesn't look new, it doesn't look great. They're basically just adding vehicles to everything, but it'll be like Ground War, essentially, is what I'm getting from this. They're gonna have their vehicle modes that are Battlefield style, and then they'll have Team Deathmatch and everything else, just like usual. The gunplay looks a little bit like a downgrade from Modern Warfare, honestly. If you watch a lot of just not even in the gameplay that a lot of the streamers got to play, but just the trailer, a lot of the guns, the AK specifically, doesn't really seem to have that kick or recoil it does in Modern Warfare. Even that clip there with the 50 cal just doesn't. There's no recoil on any of these guns, and I'm not saying that Modern Warfare has the best recoil animations and realism ever, but the guns feel heavy, at least, in Modern Warfare. And I didn't really get that from this trailer or anything that they showed. So, the live event stuff I want to talk about. If you go through and rewatch the live event, or just compilation of just some of the things that were said, they say a lot of things that they want to introduce as new, right? But the way they word them, right? These people are smart, right? They make a lot of money doing this. So they say they're new to Black Ops, right? So you hear new, you think it's a brand new feature, and the small-brained people just freak out, right? But if you think about it, every time they say new, they say to Black Ops, right? So when they talk about the double sprint animation, that's what I'm calling it. They had their own terminology for it. That's in Modern Warfare now. You can sprint fast for a little bit, and then you go to normal sprint speed. That's already in Modern Warfare. That's not new. It's just new to Black Ops, right? It's new to their series, but it's not new to Call of Duty, but they want you to think that they're adding new mechanics, and you're going to see this continue. The next thing they talked about was realistic jump height, whatever the hell that means. Cool, I guess. I mean, that's the only original one they really got. New to Black Ops, sliding, which it's been a thing for a while. And then the other one was like realistic footstep sound based off the speed you're moving, or some crap like that makes sense, that you think would already be in the game that's been out for years, but whatever, we'll let that one slide. The thing I really want to talk about, I talked about kill streaks, and so let me break down how kill streaks work now in case you've never played Call of Duty before somehow. So the way kill streaks initially worked before they turned into score streaks, so this is pre-2013, I think, pre-Call of Duty Ghost. And so essentially how it worked was you get kills, right? This is going to seem very simple. I don't know why I'm explaining this, but you get a kill. Once you get those certain number of kills in a single life, that part's important, write that down for later. Get those kills in a single life, you get a certain score streak or kill streak, depending on what game you're playing. It could be a UAV, a mortar strike, napalm strike, attack helicopter, AC-130, gunship, VTOL, all these things, right? And they change it every game, and they're just slight variations on the same thing, but that's another video. But my point here is that that's how it worked at one point, right? And in Modern Warfare 3 and other games, they had these specialist kill streaks where, you could have a special kill streak tree that carried over when you died, right? And so even if you died, your streak would still carry over into the next life. So if you got 3 kills your first life, 3 kills your second life, you could get, whatever amounts to 6 kills. But the reason this worked is that for the most part, other than I think 1 or 2 kill streaks, nothing in this support tree or specialist tree, whatever it was called, it was a long time ago, was attack heavy. It was all either defensive or intel, or really only the bombing run of the stealth bomber, I believe, was what it was back in Modern Warfare 3, was the only offensive thing, and that was still, 12 kills, so you weren't getting more than 1, maybe 2 a game. Then we switch over to score streaks, right? It's based off of score. If you capture this many flags, then you can get, all of your kill streaks, and you factor in all the perks so that you get kill streaks easier with less points. Anyways, that brings us to Cold War, right? And so what they do in Cold War, at least what they said they did, was score streaks carry over between deaths. So the way they phrased this, listen, there was going to be a special tree that allowed you to do this. That's how all score streaks worked. Right now, if there's a special tree at launch and it's completely different, then that's great. But the way this works makes absolutely no sense, right? Because think about it, right? Go play Modern Warfare now, and pretty much when the enemy gets a VTOL, that's it. It's over. You're just getting killed over and over and over and over and over. Imagine to the point where everyone has access. That's why they're doing this, right? They want to give access to players who aren't that great and can't get many kill streaks in regular Call of Duties. It's kind of the same thing they did with Black Ops 3 and 4 with the Specialist, and they do in Titanfall with the Titan, so that every player can at least get some kind of gratification every single match, even if you're not great at the game. The problem with this, well, there's a lot of problems with this. So the primary problem that everyone's discussed, and you've probably thought of already, is what happens when there's AC-130, whatever their big kill streaks are for this game. They change it every game. AC-130s, attack helicopters, mortar strikes, napalm, chopper gunners, just all of this crap constantly going off. Because in a normal game of Call of Duty, I would say the average player gets maybe 15 kills. Recall, that's average. And the good players, they're up there. You go play Shipment up, and you can get 100 kills on Shipment. And so the problem with that is that the max score streak, kill streak in Call of Duty, it used to be 12, now it's up to like 24 or something like that. And even at 24 kills, that's the average player almost getting the highest kill streak, score streak every single game. And so there's just going to be so much crap going on, right? Constant VTOLs. The airspace full crap, you're going to get that message 4 million times. But this isn't the biggest problem, at least that I see. So primarily with this problem, right, they address it in saying that the kill streaks will have a cooldown, right? They don't really go any further on this as to how long the cooldown is, or if it's per player or for the whole lobby, because even if you give a player, let's say a minute and a half, which is like almost a quarter of the match in Call of Duty, cooldown on their kill streaks, there's 12 players, right? So there's still going to be continuous kill streaks, so I still don't think that will work unless it's for the whole lobby, and at that point, that's just going to get annoying, having constant cooldowns and telling you can't use these streaks that you earned. But the other problem is the whole point of kill streaks is that they're supposed to be rewarding and satisfying, right? When you get an AC-130, or even a VTOL, or a chopper gunner, or, a Rolling Thunder if you're old like I am, it's supposed to be satisfying, right? The problem with constantly getting these max level kill streaks every single match is that by the end of the first week the game's out, that satisfying feeling is going to be gone. You're not going to be satisfied getting an AC-130 because you've done it 45 times in the first week, right? And so the only way they can really fix this, I see one of two ways, right? They either make kill streaks an absolutely obnoxious amount of kills, like 12 kills for a UAV, right? That's one way. Or they do something that I definitely don't think they'll do, but it would be interesting to see. They have rotating kill streaks. And so basically this idea I just came up with, it would be based off the seasons, how, Modern Warfare is on season 5 or whatever season it's on, every season the kill streaks would rotate, right? And the base ones would stay there, like UAV, counter UAV, some of the ones that are more intel and defensive based kill streaks, but like the offensive ones, airstrikes, precision airstrikes, cruise missiles, VTOLs, gunships, all that stuff could change every season. That way you'd at least have some sort of fresh kill streaks in order to make the game at least somewhat appealing, because I feel like running through the same kill streaks over and over again would get quite repetitive. Now, from here, I think we should talk about some good things, because I've talked about bad things for a majority of this video. So, something I really like that they showed in the event is in your gunsmith, in your gun customization, you have all these distinct numbers that tell you exactly what everything does, right? No more green and red lines. It has +4 accuracy, +4 stabilization, -4 mobility. Exact numbers so that you can build the perfect kit in order to fit your playstyle, right? And this is a good thing and a bad thing, right? I know we said we talk good stuff, and I do think it's a good thing, but this can be overdone, right? If they try to make it way too complicated to adding, right now it's just accuracy, damage, range, stability, mobility. I believe that's it, right? 5 stats. If they add 10 more stats, that's doing too much, right? But on the other side, it can be way too simplistic, right? Every weapon still needs to feel and function different, and these attachments with this new plus or minus system, you could really, I think, easily make an OP weapon, and that's going to be hard to balance. I think they're going to have trouble balancing weapons now that you're giving players better access. The average player, the top tier players, are going to always know what attachments and what loadouts are going to fit them the best, but you're giving the average players access to that high tier level of just weapon mastery, right? And so from here, I don't really know where to go with this game. The campaign looks good. I have hope for the campaign, as long as I don't mess it up. The multiplayer, though, doesn't look different, right? The thing with Modern Warfare, when they showed it off, and even still playing it now, coming back to it every now and then, just playing the actual multiplayer, not Warzone, is that the multiplayer feels Call of Duty enough, but it's different, right? You can tell, go play some other Call of Duty and then come play Modern Warfare 2019, right? The guns all feel different, they all behave different. Now, I mean, it's still Call of Duty, but it feels a lot different and it feels new, right? I feel like, again, from just what we've seen so far, it looks like we're taking a step backwards in just the guns, right? And the vehicle thing, I don't have a problem with that, but that's your personal preference. I like ground war, but if you don't, I understand how the whole vehicle thing could be overwhelming. But that's what I have to say off of that. And you guys let me know what you think with the whole multiplayer reveal thing down in the comments. I'll see you guys on the next one.